get going. So, I'm starting out today at 2,748 coins. I thought I was at 2,750. Recalculated. I was too off. I figured it all out. I had to recount all of it. There is exactly 969 dimes, 760 pennies, 582 nickels, 437 quarters, totaling a total value of $242.85 in the stack so far. The pencil goes all the way down. That far into it. Okay. And has quite a wobble to it, which I'm just gonna let it have that wobble. I don't like the wobble though.
Is it unusual?
Yeah, well, no, it's not unusual.
Okay.
It's just when there's an irregular wobble.
Is it more wobbly than like the last ones you did?
I don't know, it's been here for a long time, so I guess not too. Oh my gosh. It's extremely well. It's extremely delicate. I don't have enough nickels on hand right now. I'm gonna go stacking quarters on the top of this. There's 2,700, where's my notes? 2,748 coins exactly on there. The top layer was 39 nickels. So this is 39 nickels right here. And I only did 2 layers of it, which usually I do 4, but I only did 2 layers of pennies. Things are changing up here because it's getting wobbly and I need to like step it in a notch. It went too far out at some point. So if I pull out quarters, I could put this ring of quarters. I think I'm going to have to plan ahead here and put a ring of, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nickels in this inner ring, and I need to make it 6 quarters because wait, is this five? That's 5. I need 6. Oh. Okay, this part has to be fully centered because then this 6 coins only moved it that much, but then the rest of the mass of the other 30 coins that are going to have to go onto this layer is going to move it either this way or that way, and this whole thing could go crashing at any second. So hello, thank you. So I have stacked 6 quarters on the top of this so far. It's so now I'm past the 2,750 that I thought it was at last time. I'm thinking that there's going to be able to fit 36 quarters on the top of this layer, although not entirely sure, but I'm hoping that's the case. I know 6 coins in a circle can be surrounded by the next 12 coins. 12 coins to surround that, because it kind of goes out in this hexagonal pattern. And then 18 can surround that. So if that all fits on here, then it will all fit on here. The thing is, this layer looks a little funky sometimes. Like these layers aren't perfect. I have to figure out which edge needs to go onto. Did that really? No, not really. That was crazy. Okay, so this ring of 12 quarters isn't too hard compared to the next ring, because right now it's in a secure area for all these to be. This is a Delaware quarter. That's the first state quarter that they ever minted, because it was the first state to sign the Declaration of Independence. There's a lot of history to be learned from just looking at quarters. Oh, but this outer ring here, I don't know why it's not centered on the one below it, but it feels centered to the whole thing. So I don't know how much it's gonna fit right here. This is the one I'm not sure about. Okay, fits. Okay, that was the furthest off edge. This all goes around, and I end up with 36 quarters. Oh, here's another edge. All the corner, I guess all the corners of the hexagon are a little off the edge. So if I get 36 quarters. There's a certain level of friction holding this together that I'm not quite sure about. Like, I don't know how to calculate what friction is preventing it from slumping off the edge. Because at this point, the top starts to get this curve to it. Because it just has a little bit of more space on the edge, so the ones on the edge can just lean out just the tiniest little bit, and over time that accumulates. There's some Oregon quarters right here. A few Oregon quarters. Crater Lake on the Oregon quarter. Now this should be 36 quarters on the top of this, which I'm pretty sure it is. With this 6 and this is going to be 12. I could just see, I don't really have to count it, but this outer layer is 4, 4, and then there's 8. Yeah, so this is 18. So this is 36 quarters in one layer. With the pencil do? Okay, so J9. That's 36 quarters. And let's see how many layers I do it for. So, if I have 36 quarters, it means I'll need 36 more for just one more layer on this stack. Oh, this is the 131st layer in the stack. So, there is 36 plus 48, 2 plus 2,700. 2,700 and I don't know exactly. I'll do the math later. I need to think about this pattern. So the next layer of 6, when it goes on, it has to rotate by like a little bit. I guess it's a 1/12 of a rotation, technically. Because it goes just like bricks, you know, simply like it goes in between the other ones. It's not directly on top of the coin below it, it's on top of the middle of 2 coins. and that creates the friction I was talking about, and it also lets them have that outer lip hang off the edge, which then could create this slumping of out as it goes further and further out. It kind of slumps and it has this outer, it just becomes this curved surface. Oh, and then if I were to only rotate the pattern of 12, the 12th, it would rotate the coins directly on top of the coin below it, and that wouldn't be good for the structure of the stack, so it has to be slightly adjusted to be, I don't know, a little bit awkward. I don't, just a little bit. I don't know how mathematically what's going on. I just know mathematically it's a little bit awkward. Feels like it's pretty centered. It just, so if these all line up and I put this ring of 12 quarters, okay, that's okay. One just fell because it's so close to the edge that just putting a coin near it made it fall. So as I put coins over on this side, I'll have to be extra careful. Um, okay, there's that ring of 12, and now 18 can surround 12 because circles like the the number 6, and all you need is 6 more circles to surround the amount of circles that you have. If you're doing a hexagonal pattern, which is what circles end up making when you compact them. Okay, so this should be there. And that is going to cause some more slumping, but it's also going to cause more friction to hold it all together. Okay, Texas quarter. Don't mess with Texas is the, I don't know. And then North Carolina, this one has the first flight flying is like wings. Okay, Pennsylvania. I gotta be extra careful when I place them over here. And then I'm gonna make them overlap just a little bit with the ring inside of it. So that way it'll cause extra friction. And hopefully you won't just collapse. And as long as this is centered enough, I could put a coin all the way on one edge and it doesn't bring the center of gravity towards the one coin too much because there's 2,700 coins in the stack. So like the coin has like the smallest percentage of weight to add to it. So it could handle it on any side as long as they come in.
Okay, helicopter says,
At a balance.
hey, remember me, bro, from the other day? How long you keeping this up? Just curious.
My goal. Hey, thanks helicopter
I
for
said
helicopter
it's
from coming back. I do remember you. Um, yeah, I'm doing this as far as 5,000 coins this time is really my goal because I've done 4,000 coins in the past and I've done 3,000 before that, and I feel like 5,000 is the next level to call, like, that's the level to get to before I'm ready to just smash it. You were the one that asked if how much it would take for me to just smash it right now, which is a great question. Like, for me to just smash it right now. I'm in the middle of it. Like, I don't want to smash it right now, but I do want to smash it, and it will smash just at some point, maybe unexpectedly, hopefully not, because I want to get it on camera. And hopefully I would get it on camera from a few angles or something, instead of just one.
If someone gave you $500 to smash it right now, would you?
Oh, totally.
Okay. It's not even 5,000.
Okay. That's an awful big gap between these coins here on this circle. But I think it's still 18. Because I put them in between every coin. There's no way it's not. Okay. So that's 2 layers of 36. And so that is 72 coins that I added today. And that would put me at 2,820. 2,820 coins in the stack so far. So I'm not quite to 3,000 yet, but I think I'll be able to get to 3,000 today. Let's see, I would need to add 252 coins to get there from where I was today, and I added 78 so far. So today I'm gonna try to get to 3,000. I know it's probably hard to believe that this is
Still standing?
still standing and not supported by anything other than it's just well balanced. So the next layer needs to go on again, and it's getting really deep. Can I put this down here anymore? Can you even see that? That's the tip of the pencil.
That's how you put it in?
That's almost too deep to do that test anymore.
I can barely see the tip of the pencil popping up like that. But you can kind of see it.
Arizona quarter.
You have to tell them it's a pencil though, because it looks like a stick. It looks like
The Arizona quarter has saguaros and cactuses growing, and it also shows the Grand Canyon, which is kind of misleading because there's no saguaros at the Grand Canyon. Those are just two features of Arizona, like of the vast like range of stuff that they have, and they just like crammed them together.
They might have managed to grow one up there, or a couple here and there. Just the picture. If you took a baby saguaro cactus, not that you could, but if you did, to like Egypt or the near the pyramids, would it grow, do you think? Or like would it survive?
Good question. I kind of don't think it would. I think that's a different kind of desert.
It's a different kind of desert. So very different.
And there's another Arizona quarter and a Colorado. To complete this ring of 6, it has to be perfectly centered, hopefully, as well as I could eyeball. Thanks for watching. Hey, I'm trying to stack to 3,000 today, and I have stacked. I need to stack 250 to get there. So I'm close to 100 now. If I complete this layer, that'll be 100 and something. Arizona quarters. These are all of these are state quarters. There's a bunch of Arizona quarters right here. Because of that one time when I organized my quarters, but they're not going to be organized in that way anymore.
Well, you got a good picture of it all organized, so.
Okay, it's kind of tricky to put this middle ring on because I don't want to do too much dropping, but I can't get my fingers all the way down to it because it's like a flat surface. So there has to be some dropping that happens. But when I drop it, coins from all over just jump around. Like this one wasn't touching that one, and I could see it move when I dropped this one on. So
if you need, you could use tweezers, or would that be cheating?
Would that be cheating, or would that just make it an extra hard challenge? Because how the heck would you hold a coin with tweezers?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tweeze the coin.
Tweeze it. It's tweezing me. Okay. Okay, can't be too picky. If they go on and it doesn't fall, success. I wonder how many dimes I'll be able to fit on this layer of 36 quarters. Because this is 3 rings of quarters now. So theoretically, I'd be able to put 1, 2, 3, 4 at least rings of dimes. So simply by saying 6 more each time, the next one out would be 24 more than 36. Then there would be 60 dimes. I'm thinking 60 dimes. Oh, if it holds up, 60 dimes will be able to go on this 36 quarters. Shoo-la-la. But I have to go up at least a few more layers before the friction and of all these coins like catches each other enough. I don't know what exactly the amount needed before there's enough friction is before it's ready to go to the next expansion. But I do know it needs to be repeated a few times for it to be sturdy from trial and error. Because I've done it before where I didn't do enough layers at the bottom in a row before we went out to a wider layer, and then the whole thing just out. It looked really cool. But it'd be hard to repeat.
No, you wouldn't want it.
Okay.
Unless you really want to have that shot. Did you get a good shot of it? A camera shot of it?
It was an old. It probably was like an old webcam footage of it, like on one of my attempts.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. Okay, so I did 3 layers so far of 36, and let's do another 3 layers of 36 is 3 times 36, which is 90 plus 18, 108. I put on 108 coins today. And I'm going to try to put on 250. I might put on more than that. I'm going to at least get to 3,000 today. Well, if it holds up. Because sometimes,
It could fall
excuse
very
me,
soon.
it could fall at any moment, really. I mean, it's actually kind of scary as I put some of these on sometimes. Because I've had them fall just for no reason. Like, they were just sitting there in, well, I don't know. I was in the city. Maybe a train went by. Like, but like a mile away, it went by. You could hear it in the distance. And it, something like that could knock this over. I like having a hollow center so it helps me like feel like, okay, that's the center of gravity right in the hollow spot. I have to keep it there. wobbles are very a little scary at this stage, because once the center of mass gets far enough up, a little wobble moves the center of mass more than it did before. So that's why top heavy things are unstable. This is a very top heavy thing. It's really hard to put on this ring here, because I just have to drop it like a like. Is it going that way a little bit more than it should? What do you think? Is it centered? I'm not sure anymore. Hi everybody, thanks for watching. I'm stacking. This is 2,800 and some odd coins at this point. Trying to get to 3,000 soon here. So
And your record.
my record is 4,000. I did 4,000 before. This is just freestanding, and it will fall at some point. There's no glue involved in this. No matter what you think, will see it fall. If you don't believe me, go check out the other ones that fall. I've had it fall plenty of times. And that is the plan, and eventually. Right now, I'm just trying to complete enough layers of 36 quarters so that I can keep enough structure for there to be another layer of dimes. That's gonna be hopefully 60 dimes, I'm thinking, is gonna go on top of this. I think that's what is gonna work out, if this works out. Gotta make sure that this is centered though, because this is really precarious as I put on these coins lately. I feel wobbles, and that's not very good to feel a wobble when I put on just one coin. I mean, the wobble is a little bit okay if it's centered enough, but if it builds up, that's what would bring it down. So I gotta be extra careful as I put on each coin. And when I put on a coin and like 3 coins over, coins are moving, I know that it's like, I don't know what that is actually. It's the discrepancy in each coin, and then they like lean on each other in uneven ways. And it gets harder to make sure that this is a perfectly flat layer eventually as the imperfections amplify through the hundreds. This is like the 134th layer of coins, increasing in amount of coins as it goes. These are layers of 36 quarters. That is $9 for one layer of this stack at this point. This is the most expensive layer I've reached. $9 in one layer. It started with 1 dime, and then you put 1 penny on it, and then I put a nickel, and then a quarter. And then on the surface of 1 quarter, I could put 3 dimes. And then that goes up for a ways to pennies, nickels, and quarters until I get to 3 quarters all of a sudden. And then from 3 quarters, then you get 6 dimes, and that's when it starts to get really great. And then it goes out to 6 quarters eventually, and then the 6 quarters becomes a lot more dimes, and it just kind of exponentially grows the way that you would if you were trying to grow something. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of the way that growth happens. Okay. Yikes. Does this go down to the center, this pencil? Okay. Bumps. Bumps. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It barely reaches. You can't even see it. It's down there. Okay, and it had more room to move than I wanted it to. And I felt like it was leaning, but I couldn't tell exactly which direction, so I feel like I better just go as straight as possible up. And as I put the coins on, I'll feel whether it takes the weight on this side better or if it takes the weight on that side better. And that's kind of a good way to tell. Because if I put it on and it was super wobbles on one side, then I know that that's the side that it's weaker towards. And to watch out. So I'm going alternating sides. This side is weaker just from friction, like pulling it apart. And I can't tell which side is more, the the center of gravity is leaning towards right now. I feel like it's pretty well centered. It just is the friction of the coins at this level is kind of tricky for them to hold together because they want to slump away, especially when I put a coin on. Like these coins over here want to like every time, like it's like a crash every time I drop a little coin on to the coins around it, and they all want to like run away. I don't know. See, that side felt a little more wobble than when I placed it over here. Is it? This one okay? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Oh wow, 10 people watching. Hi. Hazel and Family Adventures said hi. How long has that to me? Uh, it took, let's see. Well, if this is, I'm on day 9, it must be more than 10 hours now. So, yeah, I was doing the math recently. It is 10 to 12 hours that I've actually been stacking on this. I was going to stack a few other times, and I ended up doing like a lot of math to try to recalculate the stack and see exactly how much is in there. I did a bunch of math to figure out how big exactly, if you have a circle of a certain amount of coins, how big is that circle, and if I have a different kind of coin, how many coins can fit on that circle. And it required a level of trigonometry that I hadn't used since trigonometry.
How many chickens do you have?
How many chickens do we have? I had a dozen.
17? Was it?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're probably only hearing chickens at this point, huh? Yeah, I do have the window open. I hardly even notice the chicken noise, honestly. I just feel like that's the noise that's supposed to be happening. As long as they sound like happy chickens, you could tell if they're squawking about something. Yes, it's nice to have chickens if you're out in the country and can handle it.
Even if you're in the city and you have a big enough backyard.
Even if you're in the city, you just have to make sure you don't get any roosters when you're in the city. Which there's the rooster. Okay, so this is this the 6th layer or is this the 5th? This is the 5th layer of 36 quarters. So I need to do one more layer. 36
What's
times.
the end game here, boss?
What's the end game here, boss? Michael, Pino. The end game is to build it like maybe twice as high as it is now,
As high as possible.
and then just knock it over. I'll let my kids knock it over probably. It'll be yeah. That's the plan. Is just build a giant thing of change to watch it crash. That's the best part. Yep, I've just been hooked in. All right, thanks. Okay, so one more layer of 36 quarters, and then I'm gonna call it ready to take on the next.
Oh, he said, dude, I love your use of free will. This is awesome. That's a lot of money too, man.
Thank you. Free will. Yes, thank you.
What's he mean?
I'm doing what I want to do. This is my free time and.
Favorite thing to do.
Oh.
Yeah, that and rock stacking and Jenga stacking and I would say block stacking because that's more general. Slacklining, didgeridooing, all this. That's what I'd say.
That's my wife talking. So it's all just off camera there.
I'm also a neighbor. Sweet.
This 6 needs to be just centered, just so. I think I'm leaning a little bit to a direction. I think I might be overcorrecting. That's something that happens a lot, is like you feel like it's going this way, so then you try to make it go that way, and then you've gone too far. So really just try to center it is the best thing to do. Connecticut quarter. All right. So this one's from 1999. That was the first year they started printing these quarters. I think Connecticut was the first one that I ever saw. Okay, so I did extra mistake. Live is still going. Did that interrupt the live? Stay alive. When visibility drops, pull to the side of the road and turn your lights off.
You're still alive.
Just turn your lights off and just stay in the dust storm, all still and without your lights on, because that's the thing to do. Okay, so avoid the fires, stay away from the fires, and if there's a dust storm, pull over and turn off your lights. Have I seen Forrest Gump? Yeah, of course I've seen Forrest Gump. It's a classic movie. With the box of chocolates and he runs everywhere.
And he's special. His mama loves him.
Okay, So yeah, what I did with this coin was I just need to scoot it over a little bit. Just need to scoot it over a little bit. That was funny. Like when I was like, "Oh, I made a mistake," and it was like, "Arr." Wait, am I going still?
Yes, you are still going.
What? I don't see myself.
You don't? Well, I see you. I'm on, still connected on yours. I'm seeing you.
You do? You see me?
Yeah, now I see the TV. Now I see you.
Oh, it switched. It did switch back and forth when I did that?
Yes.
Okay, so I lost my visual for myself, but apparently it's still going. I guess you're seeing it still go, so it's still going. So I don't see myself anymore. That's fine. I suppose I don't need
You
to.
can stop it if you want.
No, if it's still going, it's still going.
Hazel and Family Adventure says yes. And the other thing said, has anyone said you look like his captain?
His captain. Oh,
Captain.
Forrest Gump's captain. Nope, that is a new one. I've never heard that I look like Forrest Gump's captain. Okay. Well, I keep looking at that, then I can't tell if I'm going. So, I am about to complete this 6th layer of 36. 6 times 36 is, 180 plus 36, which is 216. Oh, wow. So I've almost added 216 coins to the top. If I do a layer of dimes, that is 60, like I think I can put on here, then I will have passed the 3,000 goal for the day. Okay, okay. It's all going on smoothly. It's all smoothly happening.
There's still people left.
So if I could put on this ring of 18 quarters around this outer edge without it slumping away or anything happening, I'm thinking it's probably secure enough at this point. Well, like, it's crazy how slumped this edge is. I don't know if the camera could even see the top of this anymore. It's getting so tall. You want to be able to see the bottom, because if you're too high, you can't see that it's balanced on the dime down here. So it's kind of a dynamic view that has to happen in order to really appreciate it.
You'll have to take some 3D videos.
Well, yeah, I do like zoom ups and
Zooming in. Worm's eye view.
yeah.
Bird's eye view.
That's why I do shorts with it too.
Where are you? I'm from UK Blackpool.
Hazel. UK, I'm from AZ, Arizona. I'm in the Sonoran Desert way out. So as long as this doesn't wobble too much, this outer layer is a little easier to put on than the middle layer in a way, because there's not a surface to stop my hands from getting all the way close to it, so I can put the coin down as gently as I can.
It says, no way my missus guessed that, haha.
I guess, yeah, it's one of those things. I don't hear my Arizona accent, but I bet I have an Arizona accent that people from other places can hear. Okay, so this is closing in on 216 quarters added just today in the last hour. And this is like 12 hours worth of stacking so far. And many more hours plus on just like thinking about the math.
Yeah, talk about the math.
So now that I have 36, okay, this corner consistently had way more space on it than all the others. So that's concerning. Makes me think that maybe the center of mass might have shifted in this direction without there being a visual implication of that. So there's nothing to do about that except keep going. So 36, and I've done 6 layers. Yeah, that's 6 layers of 36. That's good for that. 6 times 36 is 216. So I only have to go like a few more, then I'm at 3,000. Um, hmm. Um, I guess I need to go to dimes now. So, on top of this layer of 36 quarters should fit 36 dimes plus another ring of the next ring out, which would possibly be 24 more. So that's 60. That's an equal 60. Interesting how hexagons stacked up on top of each other start at 6 and then get to 60 at 4 rings out. That's just mathematically nice. So 4 rings of circles now. Okay, so this is gonna be 6. It's gonna come in. Oh, this one has to be perfectly centered, just like all of them. But this one's a little tricky.
Oh, how much in total again?
The total is closing in on 3,000 right now. It's 2,900 and something. Um, I'm really close to 3,000.
American dollars, right?
Oh, in dollars, it's at 242. Well, I just added what's 216 quarters. That's like 50. about $54 that I just added to it, so almost $300. Yeah, it's 290 something. Yeah, real close to $300. It'll probably be $300 when I get to the 3,000 point. Right around the $300 and 3,000 coins.
That's crazy.
Cause yeah, the average coin value when you take just quarter, nickel, dime, and penny, the average value is like dime, almost exactly. Okay, this has to be centered just right. How do I tell if this is centered just right? I guess I'll take a pencil. Which one is longer? At this point it matters. Neither one of them. And I will drop it down the center.
You want a ruler?
I have a ruler, but I wouldn't be able to do this with a ruler. That's... Oh my gosh. I'm hitting the bottom. Okay, well, you know what? I can't let go of it anymore. I might not be able to pick it back up. So, I don't want to lose the pencil into the stack. It's not a... That would... I don't know what that would do. I don't know what that did anyway. So, I'm just gonna... Okay, so now 6 surrounded by 12, surrounded by 18, surrounded by 24. Because if you add 6, I might be able to add even more than... It might be slightly more. That would be maybe interesting. More than 60, but I'm thinking 60 dimes are gonna fit on this layer. I'm hoping 60 dimes fit on this layer. Because if it does, that would be incredible. It would be so many dimes. This is like pushing the limits of what's physically possible. It doesn't make sense to have 60 dimes on one layer where the bottom of the stack is just one dime. And all that's in the stack is just, the biggest thing in the stack is quarters. Alright, there's the 12 surrounding the 6. Now to surround that with 18. Careful. This is a good test coin. If there's too much vibration, then these kind of coins standing on their side just fall over. It's hard enough to stand up. There we go.
No way, all on one. That's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it is all on one dime at the bottom. And the dime is the smallest coin that we have to work with, so that's why I choose the dime. It would be the smallest because it have the smallest base is...
I think there are like other coins that are smaller than a dime.
There are a few other foreign coins that are smaller. I think there was once a coin that was printed that I've never seen in America. Like I think there was a 3 penny coin that was extra small for some reason, and it was smaller than the dime. I just heard about that recently, actually. There was an American coin that was smaller. And there, I think I've seen a Netherlander dime or something that's smaller.
Yeah.
But I've just been sticking with dime. That's the smallest one that I have and makes sense to use. Okay, so this third ring is going on just fine.
We had the half penny back in the day. That coin was tiny.
A half penny, huh? Yeah, all change is pretty useless now. It's funny to think that people needed to denote the amount of money down to the fractions of a penny, because nowadays it's like, what is a penny for? What can you do with a penny? You can't invest it. It costs a penny to do anything investment wise. Like you did. Is this gonna be more than 60? This might end up being more than 60 coins somehow. Oh, I see why this keeps happening over on this edge. I need to start on this edge so that way I don't. Okay, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's already 18. So that's already 36. If I add another one, then that's fine by me. Then that means there's going to be an extra one around the outer ring, and it's going to be 62. I'm fine with that.
All you could do with a penny is to save it till it's a pound, and then you can still do nothing with it this day and age.
Okay, that is 19.
100 pennies in a pound.
This is a lot to just put on one layer. So I'm gonna take notes on what's going on with this layer. There is a 6, and then there is the 12, and then there is gonna be a 19 instead of an 18, and then we'll see what goes around that. It's probably gonna have to be 25. 25. Have I done a ring of 25 before though?
Like drawing it out?
Like a ring of 25.
I don't think so.
No, I did. I did a ring. I did 9, so that wouldn't be any wider than the one below it. So I should aim for 26 then. Really what I should do to make sure that it's wider than the one below it. So I'll just put coins around and Yep, donations are always accepted and appreciated greatly. Wow. I don't know how many is gonna go along this outer edge here. My Oh my gosh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's gonna be a lot. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Ah! Come on, get in there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 27. 27. So, wow, okay. So that's 4 rings, and there's 6, 12, 19, 27. 6, 12, 19 is 37 already, and then 27 on top of 37 is 50, 14, 20, 60, 64. 64. 64 dimes on the top of this with 1 coin at the bottom. So there's 64 on top of the 216 quarters that I added. That's 280 that I added today, putting me well over the 3,000 mark. I think I'm at 3,028. So just over 3,000 coins, and there is 64 dimes on the top layer. That is...
Oh, MAGA extremist just said awesome.
Hi, thank you. There is 64 coins on the top layer. That is the new record for now of the most coins on the top layer. I think I've done 72 in the past, actually. But 64. And then I need to go up at least 6 layers of that, I suppose, before it's secure enough. So yeah, just over 3,000 coins now. Okay, let's see if we can get a good... Oh wait, I can't see anything that's going on here, so I'm just gonna end it because I have no way of seeing this screen. It stopped when I got those emergency things. Okay, this was day 9. There is now over 3,000 coins in the stack. And peace. See you maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow.